a huge fight recently for the undisputed light welterweight world title in Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall.
Yeah.
Very, very controversial decision. A lot of uproar about it. How do you feel the fight went, first of all?
First of all, I know both fighters very well.
Me too.
So for me to say, oh, this person won, that person won, whatever. First and foremost is both fighters done their best that they could do on the night. They tried their utmost. And I think the judging of these days is a disgrace, and they need a good kick in the ass for it. But it's not the fighter's fault. The fighter didn't make any decisions, but the judging is ridiculous. I've seen it happen with Miguel Vasquez and Lewis Ritson as well.
Yeah.
That was an absolute joke. And the other night was terrible. The judges don't even know if they're even watching the boxing, or are they just going with who they think should win.
Yeah.
Spoiling the sport, hence why we will not have any British judges on this Wembley show, not one.
Yeah.
Because they're not qualified. They keep making people's lives and careers terrible. Jack Catterall has been, how long has he been pro? He's been a pro a long time, and he's been boxing all his life. Trained his guts out for this fight, dedicated everything, moved aside.
Life-changing for him if he had his hand.
Life-changing, boxed unbelievable.
Yeah.
Best I've ever seen him.
I agree.
What a game plan from Jamie Moore and the team. Yeah. Congratulations, guys. And Jack, unbelievable performance.
Yeah.
And to not get the decision, it makes me wonder, like, do I even want my kids to box, to go through all this heartache?
That's what people are saying. I've got a young boy, I've got a young girl as well who can obviously get involved, but it's kind of like, do you want to get them involved if potentially they could work their whole lives
for that moment and taken away from you? Listen, it was Josh Taylor did the best he could on the night. He looked flat. He looked weight drained.
Yeah,
but
I think he was.
He could have been, but that's not Jack Catterall's fault.
It's not, and I don't think it's Josh Taylor's fault either about the decision. I feel the stick that he's taken is unwarranted. But
the stick that he's taken and the trainer.
Yeah.
Him and Ben have been absolutely bombarded.
Yeah.
But this is boxing. You have good times and bad times.
Yeah.
But
what can we do about it?
We can't really do a lot. But these judges and that, they need their heads testing. I don't know how you scored the fight.
I give it Catterall by 4 rounds.
You had it. How does that work, like rounds wise? Like, how many rounds did he win? How many rounds did he win?
I think I don't know. I think I give Jack. Was it 8-4 maybe?
You give him 8-4.
Yeah.
Well, without me sitting on the fence, and saying, oh no, this is no disrespect to both fighters because I know them both anyway. But going into round 8, I had Jack Catterall 9 rounds up.
Yeah, the knockdown.
With the knockdown. I didn't give him 1 round in the first 8 rounds, and that's me being honest.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he needed a knockout to win the fight in round 12. And I think Ben told him in round 12 you need a knockout or a stoppage. I think he said stoppage. That was it. I don't know what the judges were watching, to be fair. It wasn't even a close fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, but what do I know? I'm just heavyweight champion of the world. I know nothing about it all. But I think that they can't change the decision now. And they've absolutely destroyed Jack Catterall's life and career. And that's it. The other fella had a bad night. Whatever his problem was, great. Yeah. Not Jack Catterall's fault.
And I think that's the issue with judging. They're not thinking about that rationally. How does this affect Jack Catterall's life going forward?
Yeah.
They don't think about that.
It's disgraceful, to be fair. And it ain't the first time. It's not Jack Catterall who's only been a victim of this. It's happened quite a few times in recent times. There's lots of fights where the opponent wins, whoever wins, and then they don't get it. Yeah. It's just life. But no disrespect to Josh Taylor because he's a good fighter. But it wasn't his night.